welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and also give me a thumbs up. So I wanted to just go into this video today with you guys because it is going to be a review, swatch, and demo of the new Shade and Light Glimmer palette by Kat Von D. I did pick up my palette a few days ago in Sephora. This one was the last one left, so I'm assuming they were all sold out. And I believe this launched either, if it wasn't a week ago, it was 2 weeks ago, I believe. I'm not really sure. I think it was obviously online first and then it hit the stores. This is how the box looks. It says Kat Von D Shade and Light Glimmer, and then it says Shade and Light Glimmer Eye Contour Palette. So if you guys are not familiar with the first Shade and Light Contour Eye Palette that came out, that was released I believe about 2 years ago. I will show you guys up close comparisons between the two, but I just want to show you how it came. So this is the box, and then on the back of the box it gives you all the name shades right here. So it's very similar to the Shade and Light palette that came out. The only difference is this is all shimmers and the other palette is all mattes. So I will go into the palette itself now. This is how the palette looks. Totally different from the first Shade and Light palette because it's plastic and it has like these raised letters here. The other one was pretty much like a cardboard, which I didn't mind the cardboard because it was like a really sturdy cardboard, but I like actually the plastic a little bit better. And then when you open it up, you get the mirror right here, and the mirror kind of stays up, so it doesn't move anywhere, it doesn't fall down, so the mirror stays up. So she has the names of the shadows on the back of the palette, which I really like. You guys know I love this. I love when brands put the names of the shadows on the palette itself. I just feel like that's more simple and easy to use instead of like those papers that they come with. So I will be swatching all of the shades for you guys live. On my last two videos, I didn't swatch the shades right in front of you guys, and that's only because there was so many shades to swatch. And they were the 28 shades from the Sephora Pro palette, so those were a lot. But these I can definitely swatch for you guys right now. I did want to show you guys the comparison really quickly between the two. Now this is the first original Shade and Light palette. This I have used like a crap ton out of. I bought this 2 years ago when it first launched. Obviously you guys can see that I've hit pan with this shadow right here. You guys will see that in a little bit. I don't want to get into that right now with you guys because I have my own feelings already because I already did this eye look on the palette. But I will say the packaging is bomb on this palette. The palette does retail for $49, and then it also comes with a brush. So the brush is $24 and they suggest using the brush for the palette. So you guys know I have used this palette a ton, and in the demo today I do use this palette just on the crease. I did use the mattes in my crease, but I did use the shimmer on my lid. I did not get the brush. I have plenty of brushes here, so I wanted to try them without the brush. So the brush does retail for $24. You guys will hear at the end of the video how I feel about that. I'm not even gonna go into it, but you guys will hear at the end of the video. I do want to get into the swatches with you guys. I am going to be swatching them live. I might change my camera because this Canon camera does not autofocus, so I'll probably be using my Sony. So if the quality is different, I apologize for that, but I will be using my Sony just because it autofocuses and it's easier to use. So yeah, so let's just get right into the swatches, and I also will show you guys side by side of the matte Shade and Light palette and the Glimmer Shade and Light palette. So let's just get right into the swatches. Okay guys, so I'm not used to using this camera, so if I look up at the viewfinder, I'm used to the viewfinder being on the side from my Canon. But yeah, so I'm not used to this camera at all. I usually just take my pictures with this Sony one. I never usually record on it. So if the quality is different, I apologize, but I just wanted to go into the swatches on camera for you guys, and I know I could do it with this camera because it has autofocus. This is how the palette looks. I will be bringing it up close to you guys, and I do want to start off right here with the swatches, so then we can swatch these three and then these three and then so forth. So I will be using my fingers to swatch all three, and I will be saying the name as I swatch them. So this first one here is Quartz, the second one is Jasper, and then the third one is Russ. And I will be swatching these guys for you. And then this finger. So just bear with me guys, I'm not used to doing this. Okay, so then I just want to show you those three, and I will bring them up a little bit closer for you so you can see them. So those are the three swatches, and I will go on the back of my hand and just swipe them. So those are the three there, and you have quartz, jasper, and rust. So we will go into the next shades, and now this one here is called Glacier. The next one is called Onyx, and then the next one is called Cinder. So I will be swatching those for you guys. I know I seem a little awkward swatching, but I normally don't swatch like this. So I will be swatching them on the back of my hands like the last one. So those are the swatches for you guys. So again, that's Glacier, Onyx, and Cinder. So the next swatches are going to be these three right here. And the names are Sterling, Bronze, and Copper. I'm just going to take this finger here. And then I'll just swatch those on the back of my hand. So the last swatches are going to be these three at the bottom. And then this one is Dune. I think this one is called Dusk. And then the last one here is Porcelain. So I'm just going to swatch that one. And this one. And this one. So those are the swatches there for you guys.
You finished?
Some of the shades swatch better than the other shades, so I just feel like some of them are really pigmented and some of them aren't. Okay guys, so now just putting them side by side because I want you guys to see the difference with the matte and the glimmer ones. So this one right here is obviously the glimmer ones and these are the matte ones. So I'm just gonna pull it back just a little bit more so you guys can see the difference. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about the swatches down below in the description bar. Tell me honestly your opinions and what you think about it. I really don't feel like they were super pigmented. I don't feel like they were really that shimmery. But let's just get right into the demo portion so you guys could see how I demo them on my eyes. And I just used one obviously because I'm not gonna put like 2 or 3 on my eyes. But basically you guys saw the swatches, so that's pretty much enough. And then I also go into the demo. So now that we did the swatches guys, we're just gonna go right into the demo. Okay guys, so I brought you guys up close because I want to try the palette out. So I did tell you guys that I am going to be using the original Shade and Light palette just because of the matte shades. I want to do those obviously in my crease because I don't think I'm going to be putting a lot of shimmer in the crease, but I will be using the shimmer obviously on my lids. So the first shade I am taking in this palette is going to be this shade right here, and I am going to use that and put that all over my lid. So now just going into the palette, I am going to take this shade right here and put that in my crease as my transition. So now just going into this shadow in the palette, I'm just going to take the same brush and then continue to put that in the crease. So now just taking a clean brush, I'm just going to go in with this shade right here. So now going in with the new palette, I'm going to be taking Jasper, that's this shade right here, and a flat shader brush, and I am going to put this all over my lid. So it applied quite nicely, but I just want to take my finger and apply it on this lid here because I just want to see the difference as far as using like the brush. So there's a big difference. I like applying it better with the finger, and it definitely could be just the brush. That's why it wasn't going on as nice as I thought it should. But now you can see like the shimmer in it really nicely. So honestly, the only bad thing about this is I did my face makeup way before I did my eyes, and I'm getting a lot of fallout. But that's to be expected with a shimmer palette. It's not like I don't think I'm gonna get any fallout, but I just wanted to do my face makeup first. But anyway, I really like the way that applied. I definitely don't like the way it applied with the brushes I have. So using my finger definitely helped, but I think I would suggest getting the brush that she recommended and that she sells with the palette. Okay guys, I'm back and I finished my makeup, and I just want to say that I don't ever like to say I don't like a certain something from a brand, but honestly I really don't really care for this palette as much as I thought I would, and I'm really surprised because I love Kat Von D. I love her products. I just feel like right now, like, you can't even see the shimmer on my eyes. Like, I'll close my eyes for you guys and it looks matte. Like, it looks totally all matte right now. You can't even see the shimmer. I felt like they swatched really nicely on my hands, but when I put it on my eyes, it was like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I know if I would have used her brush, because I know I might get a lot of comments with, oh, you have to buy the brush specifically for this. That's fine, but I feel like to buy a brush for a palette just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I buy a brush for $24 when I just paid $49 for a palette? And in that case, why didn't the brush come with the palette? I just honestly don't like that. I don't like the fact that you have to purchase the brush on top of the palette in order for these shimmers to work. Like I said, I'm really surprised I don't like this, because I was really looking forward to loving this because I love Kat Von D and I love her products, but I really don't like this. And like I said, the swatches on my hands were really nice, and that's why I was so surprised. And obviously it worked well when I did apply it with my fingers. Everybody has the money to go buy a $50 palette and then a $24 brush on the side with it. So I feel like that in itself kind of put me off a little bit. So I just feel like if she was going to make these specifically with a specific brush, she should have definitely included the brush in the palette. So that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.